Hiya. Wire. Sketchbook. Let's get cracking. You don't need to see me, so I'm going. Right. Here's a sketchbook. I started this April 2022, I think. Finished it in December, I think. But let's just get cracking. I'm just going to show you what I did. I might talk about some, not all of them. Mike Williams, snooker player. What is that? This was all about not this drawing, the sketchbook. I tried to be kind of free and just do ideas in it and play with the sketchbook. And I think I succeeded in that. Yes, I had COVID just before the started the sketchbook. It's a lot tighter afterwards, but there you go. Frodo Mercury. Faces are shrinking. See, heads are shrinking. What? Master Chef. There's a lot of paintings in this, so I don't want to dwell on don't want to dwell on too many of them. Look at that. That's the video will be 2 hours long. You may like that, but I'm not sure. Why I order? Oh, man. This is a 3-parter. Look at him. Can't hack it, can he? Oh, there's the swear word. There'll be the odd swear word in this. I'm sure you're expecting that. Oh dear. What was I thinking? Honest lion bar. How do they know it's a lion bar? That's Sweeney. Feet of bowls in Only When I Laugh. Gringo. Jared Leto doing his Italian Mario accent. This might be my favourite spread. I really like this. I really like that. And then that makes me chuckle. I carried on with this concept in future paintings. Rebecca Vardy, Colleen Rooney. I like that as well, actually. Really like that. A car. You still know it's a car though, don't you? Don't matter how badly painted it is. You still know it's a car. Symbols. I like that. This was just painted to clear up something I didn't like and works really well, I think. Mick Jagger. All right, Keith. Totty. And that is, I'm not saying who that is because it doesn't look like him. It's a random face painted. I like that little gif. Can you imagine this? And it's a still of an animated picture. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Hungarian record cover. Paint the monkeys as quickly as you can, so I did. I like it. There's a couple more here. Hold the brush in a weird way and paint Lee Van Cleef, so I did. It turned out like him wasn't that weird, really, was it? Made him look like Van Gogh with all those colours. Put the brush in your mouth and paint Lee John. Lee John's from Imagination. Music and lights. Sergio Mendes and Herb Alpert. Robin Asquith, I won't leave it. Any people who aren't British will some of these references will go completely over their heads. And a lot of my references go over all my friends' heads as well anyway. What's a draw? 24 hours of power, radio, wall of sound. Now, apologies, on my screen, this looks really, really jumping off the screen, to be honest, really vibrant. It's a bit better on my camera monitor, but colours may be slightly off is what I'm saying. The Snake, Al Wilson. That's Eddie Kendricks. Yeah. Keep on trucking. Captain Tom as Queen. There you go. That's what it is. 3 McCartney modes in watercolour. Duke Ellington, Richard Nixon, Driggy Diggy. The fast food man on YouTube. Really childish. Les Gray from Mud. Yeah. This is Black Lace. I love that. He looks like Vic Reeves. Who I love. Hot Gossip. Ask your dad. Sillerfield. Oh my. Go Home Dirty Bopper. I made that for a friend. And I've got time, I'll tell you. He was telling me a story about when a saxophonist, whose name I can't remember, I think it's Bruce something, joined Humphrey Littleton's band and played at the Bewley Jazz Festival, and people were booing because he was a bit of a bopper and they changed from the traditional jazz sound. Someone held a banner up saying "Go Home Dirty Bopper." So I painted that and got it printed. I think it's on one of his walls. I hope it is. Beige food. Tastes okay. I like beige food. Gotta have a bit of colour with it though. Beige food on its own is not good. Red chicken. Oh, look at that. Beige, double beige, red chicken. Food and colour. Well, it's quite important. Big meal. Good colours. Good colours. Drug money comes in, fast food goes out. The theory that all fast food places are money laundering establishments. Occasionally, it's true. Like, you know, occasionally, most things actually happen, but probably a myth. Neil Diamond, you probably saw me on one of my other videos painting this. I still stand by that opinion. Lawrence from Denim, Feltz, Go-Kart Mozart and Mozart Estates. That's good. That was a TV program in America called Input. And I saw a documentary called is it Marge Stokes? Can't remember what it's called now. But it was about a woman who recorded everything, really clever, intelligent woman, recorded loads of things off TV, featured on TV. The Marge Stokes Project, that was it called. And this was one of the programs she featured on. It was basically usually like 4 people just talking about issues of the day. Loads of great faces, so I thought I'd do some. Shocking Manchester. Again, you will have seen on the previous video me talking about this, painting one of these. Fight in Manchester. It was very entertaining. Oh, that's good, that. I like that. Very entertaining. Because it was, I mean, it's horrible and violent, but it was just funny because it was just pathetic. Grown men, middle of the day, drunk. Shitty nectarines. I drew this during drawing club. Don't know how the conversation got onto shitty nectarines, but it did. And I thought I painted them, and then I thought they sounded like a band. So I painted the shitty nectarines with their album. It's actually that's a proper band who I drew. There's one more missing. Can't remember who the band is. Doesn't matter. My friend Greg Rainey. The Bee Gees, child Bee Gees. Are they South Korean? They're three brothers. They were on a Korea's Got Talent show as the Bee Gees. They were amazing. That you'll be able to find a clip online. Even if I don't share it, ask me to. Yeah, put it in the comments. Swear word, Bradley Walsh. Just thought I'd paint him. He's funny. I like all this in the background. It's fun to do with the brush. A bit of Prussian blue. There. Jerry Rafferty, John Laurie, painter. I think it's John Laurie. John painted the album cover for Jerry Rafferty's Night Owl, which is a wonderful album. Sounds lush. You got to check it out. Really good. Fred Dibner and friend, famous steeplejack from Bolton. Used to repair, look after big chimneys on factories, and then as factories closed down, he had the job of demolishing them. He was famous for it. He had a TV programme about him and everything. Maurizio Merli, one of my favourite tough guy actors. He's very entertaining, Maurizio. Owner of the Best Tash. Stevie Wonder, I thought I'd draw his hand massive for some reason. It's a young Stevie Wonder. Yeah, and giving him a huge hand for no reason at all, but be good at playing the bop on the bass end of the clarinet, wouldn't he? That's the Supremes being taught dance moves by the dance move choreographer back in the days at Motown. Oh dear, paedophile joke. Maybe I should give myself some barriers, places not to go. That was me. This was me annoyed at people on Facebook taking the piss out of my art. They don't use Facebook anymore. They don't see my pictures. There. And that's what people say. Oh, you've drawn a moustache. You must be Freddie Mercury. Just like, when it's obviously not. You know, I could draw Adolf Hitler because he's got a moustache. Someone would say, oh, it's Freddie Mercury. Don't think I would draw Adolf Hitler. You know what I mean? That's Oliver Cromwell. That's quite a departure from my usual stuff like that. Big blocks of colour, which is my usual thing, though. That's someone in a punk band. Can't remember what they were called. Someone from Brighton. Oh, back in the late 70s, the original time, punk time. Paul Hollywood, Sex Cake. God. Oh, God. Richard Benjamin, the hero in Westworld. Strangely, not the guy that everyone remembers. Obviously, everyone remembers Yul Brynner as the villain. Richard Benjamin was the hero. Not a very convincing action hero, but I think that was kind of the point. He was going to Westworld to live out his dreams of being a cowboy. Interesting. Monetize this, oh dear. How rude. From a guy from a vampire film. William Hellfire, he's called. And that's that. I don't mean the character's name, I mean the actor's name. William Hellfire. Big Chunk. Someone I work with painted him from a Teams meeting. Nice. You probably can't see it. The paper's doing nice things here. on the paint. It's lovely. It really is. Very strange. That actually said Man Mountain, but it got messy and I made it messier. And now it just... The casual viewer may think there are hidden depths in that painting, but there aren't. It's just correcting a mistake by making it messy. Roland Olazabal from Tears for Fears. Like that. Sam Kidd actor, British actor. That's good too. This, you see, I've started drawing with the brush a lot more. The Reverend Stiffkey. Have I got time to tell you? I don't want to make this too long. The Reverend Stiffkey, rector of Stiffkey. He was a British church. Was he a priest, rector, vicar, whatever? Don't know what a rector is. Back in the sort of like between First and Second World Wars, I think he had a reputation for rehabilitating young ladies, shall we say. That's what he claimed he was doing. He got exposed as in a dodgy photograph. It suggested he was doing more than just teaching them about the words of the Lord. He got defrocked. He went round Britain to like fun fairs and sideshows, doing acts, just like really rubbish acts. I think there was one where he just sat in a barrel while he told everyone watching that he was innocent. Finally, he became he'd sit in a cage with two lions, and people would come and watch him. Look at that man in the cage with two lions. He's a nutter. And one lion finally had enough and killed him. Oh dear. There you go. What a story. This is Bonzo Dog Doodah Band singing Death Cab for Cutie in the Magical Mystery Tour film. Again, just drawn with lines, different colours this time as well. Just experimenting. So I think that is good in that some of these paintings back through here get a little bit too complete and less experimental, and it was intended to just do some experiments in, or just follow what I want to paint on the day, I suppose. But Judah, a great Italian glam band like Bother Boys. If you noticed it, if I leave the intro of this in, you'll see I have rather big mutton chop sideburns. That's because Judah decided, I want to look like them. Why not? Musician Bobby Orozza. There we go. And some words. That is Australia. The Australian men's football team celebrating a good result at the World Cup. Can't remember what the result was now. They either won or they drew, but they got through to the knockout stage, which is what all teams want to do. Status Quo, the mighty Quo. Down, down, deeper and down. Let's put that in there. Yeah, the mighty Quo. God, Francis going for it. Rock! I like it. Alan's face. It's just the blobs, really. Blobs of paint, but you can tell, can't you? Amazing what you can do with not very much. Man with beard and sunglasses. Again, quite abstract if you get in close, but zoom out and you see it's a fella. Oh, and that was the last one. Oh, wow. So that was my little sketchbook tour. Shorter one than previous. I wanted to make it short. You people are busy. Okay, that just come open at that page. That is one of my favourites. But I do think my favourite, and I've got time to explain, is this. I really love that. How I decided to, the paler paint went on first. Paint that shape of that person sitting down, and then the outline went afterwards. It's really effective. And this was painting of Wayne Rooney from memory. So I wasn't allowed to look at any pictures of him whatsoever. And I did this because he was in a court case recently with Rebecca Vardy and his wife Colleen Rooney, and he was a witness. And the court artist was getting ridiculed on Twitter for her attempt at drawing Wayne Rooney. People found it very amusing. However, that court artist in Britain, court artists aren't allowed to take reference photographs. They aren't allowed to paint or draw the subject whilst they're in court. So they have to sit in court, watch the subject, and then run off to a room and draw them from memory. And I invited people online to have a go. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough, it was basically. Yeah, you think you can do better than that court artist? And none of us could. She's actually very talented. But that's my effort, and I do quite like it. It's rather nice, isn't it? It's rather sweet. Anyway, that is my yellow, orange, red sketchbook. It's on the back. Jürgen Klinsmann. There we go. Thanks for watching. Bye.